process video. Today I'm going to be using the Pink Paislee's Take Me Away collection for this layout. I am going to go ahead and use a basil white cardstock. It's a textured cardstock as my background. This paper right here, it is a bunch of brush strokes. I am going to trim out 3 of those, and on this other pattern paper that looks like sequins, I do trim out 3 different sections of that, and I am going to use those as the base of my layout. Now unfortunately, when I trimmed out the sequins, some of them I trimmed too close to the lines, and I did stitch all around all of those sequined pieces, and so some of them might not look quite as nice as some of the others. They still look very good, but some of them I wasn't able to snag actually the paper. I had to put my stitch on the outside of the design as opposed to actually punching it into the paper. So I am still right here figuring out the size and the shape that I want the sequin background to be. I am going to pull out it's just a tack, and that's what I punch my holes with because I cannot find my paper puncher still. So I'm going to go ahead and put these strips down right here in the center. That is where my photo is going to go. I just wanted to put my photo right here on the base, and I am so loving this layout. This is my favorite layout probably maybe that I've ever done, and unfortunately it's one that I am supposed to send Brandy, but I might just keep it for myself because it is so pretty. Look at all that stitching. It is so nice. I spent maybe an hour every evening, 30 minutes every evening, and sitting in the living room with my husband, and I just hand stitched because I love hand stitching. I love cross stitching. So it was just nice. It was very relaxing. It was great. I don't really stitch a lot during the week, or not stitch, scrapbook a lot during the week, maybe 30 minutes an evening or whatever. So this was great because I was able to spend time with my husband and do, a piece of a layout. So that was great. I'm going to back this photo with some vellum pieces. I wanted this layout to be very, very clean, which is not really something I do a lot. I tried to do that, but I get carried away with embellishments quite a bit, and I am so proud of myself on this one because I did not get carried away. Like right here, this is a piece of paper I was going to use as a background behind the vellum, but even that I was like, nope, that's too much. It doesn't end up making it. I put that aside and used vellum only. So this is a picture of Brandis, which I mentioned sending this to Brandy, and this is her 28-week photo. And actually she had texted this to me, and I really love that. She texted it to me and I didn't have to pull it off of Facebook. That was cool because it's a better quality photo, and also that's sweet, right, that she texted it to me. But in her text she said 28 weeks and 1 day. So the title is 28 weeks, and this I just cut out of my silhouette. I cut 1 layer of white cardstock, 1 layer of this pattern paper, and I glued them on top of each other to make them a little bit thicker, and then I'm going to lay it down right there. I'm using Scotch quick dry adhesive to put those numbers and letters down. Right here I'm looking through the chipboard stickers. On this collection I had only got the 12 by 12 paper pad, and I did buy 2 packs of the chipboard stickers, but I didn't want it to be too much of a mess, so I pulled out those 2 bows, which do make it on the layout in those places. I wanted, like on the left side you see where I used the green bow, and on the right side I used that pink bow. I kind of wanted it to be the similar tones as what was in the sequins. Now I did not plan that in advance, so on the right hand side you can see there's some green and a darker pink as well, but that's okay. I used these Webster Pages tiny text, which I don't think they're called tiny text, but I put "in 1 day" is what I spelled out there. right here I'm trying to find something to put down on that bottom left cluster, and I ended up cutting this out of the cut apart paper. It says never not loving you, which was perfect because Brandy is always putting pictures on her Facebook page. Well, not always. She'd probably every week or so she'll put a belly picture on there, and her baby's name is going to be Adele, and she'll be like, Adele, I've loved you for 28 weeks now. So I thought that was nice because it's kind of like a note from her to baby Adele. So that was nice. So right here I'm looking to see if there's anything else I might want to add. I'm going to pop that up, but I didn't want to be bothered with getting foam tape. I just took this scrap paper and put a couple layers behind my cutout, and that is going to pop it up. So if you don't have foam tape or whatever, use your scraps. Just layer them up. It works perfectly fine. And that is what I did because I was too lazy to get up and get the foam tape. Also, this probably saved me 2 cents. I don't know. So I go ahead and put that down right there. I'm going to pull out this sequence box I have, and I got some iridescent sequins out of there. Some of them have kind of a yellow shimmer, some have kind of a pink shimmer, and some have a little bit of a green shimmer. I did use those Zots. Someone on YouTube was like, Zots is the best way to put down sequins, she said. No, it was horrible. I have the small Zots, but apparently these sequins are much smaller than a small Zot, so it took me forever because when the Zot got on the back of the sequins, I had to like tuck in the glue because it was, the diameter of it was way bigger than the sequins. So there you go. That's all I do to the layout. Thank you so much for joining me, and I will see you next time. Bye, guys.